Get ready. Woo! We are on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive.
Cool. Let's go, baby. What you doing tonight, girl? Probably watching Grand Slam, ain't she, Big Joe? Holy shit.
There you go.
Holy shit. Wow. Yo, Clint.
What?
I'm gonna need a magnetic. 180. Holy fuck, dude. This was in the same case of Tiger. Boom! Hey! Let's go, baby! Told y'all we fucking bring the fucking heat, son. Woo! Oh shit! There it is! Oh my god! The fucking bomb! Get some, motherfucker! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! There it is, I got my fucking card! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Yes, baby! Told you we could do it! Let's go, baby! What up? Not gonna be a long video, but I hope it's an important one. Like I told you, all through the journey, particularly this year, it's not all about making money or whatnot. It's about having fun. But what even more so than that is, I want to keep in mind that what really, our purpose is here, and when there's times to share things, or there's times that I think could help other people. And I got to thinking about, now there's just so many people, and there's so many people in this industry now trying to make money, and I think that's a wonderful thing. I'm as American as apple pie, baby. I will fight for the red, white, and blue. I think capitalism is great within reason. I think once you get to mega billions of dollars, you should be paying mega fucking taxes. But with that said, let's stay focused. That's part of my problem, is not staying focused. Is, there's a lot of people that are trying to make a living doing this or doing whatever. And, I think it's not fair for me, the journey I want to share with you. It's not fair for me to say, hey man, pop in a motivational video, listen to, Greg Plight and Matsu M, and go out and do it. Just take the first step. You'll be fine. Everything's good. There's something that it didn't even really dawn on me at the time, but when I first opened my store, the first thing that happened before anything was I got my mind right. And a lot of people don't like talking about that type of stuff, and I understand. Neither do I. But I do like the idea of trying to help someone who might need some help. And for me, all it was I had a little bit of anxiety. They gave me a medicine. It was actually a medicine for epilepsy for people. And man, I went from no side effects, but I went from someone that had a lot of anxiety and not much focus to, at least I was able to focus enough, and some of the anxiety came down. Everybody's different, right? That doctor's appointment, that moment talking to my, family physician, and him trying that really was the change of my life. Not necessarily opening Grand Slam. I think having that courage to do that, or understanding that you're not happy, or you're having an issue and you just don't feel right, and then the store and all these things come after. So the reason I say that is because the one thing I know through, mental health situations with many people I know is that it's like there's not enough psychiatrists or psychologists or people, family physicians that are willing to try things. And I think that if everybody understood how much it unlocks who you are, if you're able to get that change, they wouldn't just take the first no and go on. They would try, or they would wait the month. The problem is you make a phone call and they say, well, the first appointment's in March. You may not need any type of medicine. You may need to just talk to somebody. You may have had some trauma in the past that's keeping you down, and you just need to talk to someone. But I think it's like, that's one thing I always want to be with y'all. As far as when I say y'all, I mean the nation. I don't give two fucks about clowns outside the nation that, yuck it up and all that. I care about people that are actually part of our group. And I just want to be real and as honest as I can. I mean, nobody likes to talk about those things, but today it just kind of hit me. I was like, man, that really was kind of a turning point and important. And had I not done that, would I be here? I don't think so. I think I would not have been able to get in tune with the best version of myself if I had not had that adjustment. And call it whatever you want. I think it's fucked up that someone has some type of illness and we laugh at them because they're barking at the moon, or, they're turning to drugs or whatever, man. It's like, nobody wants a bullshit crazy life, man. Nobody wants all that nonsense. I'm just trying to tell you what worked for me, because I feel like so many of you are just like me. A lot of you guys and girls, we like the same type of stuff. So it's one of those things. I have F1 Chrome coming in, but we're not talking about cards right now. That you can like change the course of your life if you'll just, try to really, if you spend as much time on your mental health as you do your card collection. Download Calm, try to do yoga with Jay Shetty or anything. The last thing, I'm not a big fan of medicines for folks. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I tell my children this, that you are responsible for your physical well-being, your mental well-being, and your emotional well-being. Nobody's going to do this for you. You're the one who knows what you're dealing with. Yeah. So I don't want to harp on it. I just wanted to come on and be like, hey man, or hey girl, whoever, that it's at least an option to think about. If there's anybody out there, customer or not, and you're like, man, it's $160 for a session, or it's too much money, for that first session, I will pay for it, period. No questions asked. I will pay that doctor directly. I will not give you cash. I won't give you baseball cards. But if you set an appointment and that doctor, you allow that doctor to talk to me for payment, that secretary, I will pay for your first visit. Because that's the right thing to do. What's the point of finding your way to not help others come up too, right? Like, it's all bullshit, man. Like, if there's, maybe there are people like that, but to me, losers, people who what I consider losers, or people who aren't winning, is there's always this excuse. Well, it's money, it's this. Well, there's some people that you just can't help, and that's okay. No matter what you do for them, they have no limits on what they'll take from you, right? But there are some people out there that just need a little bit of help. And I'm going to keep saying that, as far as I'll pay for it, because I will. I'm going to keep banging my drum about it because I think it's important. We all get one crack at this. That's it. And then before you know it, man, it's a wrap. We're sitting in the nursing home, eating our tapioca pudding. when I look at just the difference in how I feel about myself, it wasn't just the store or whatever. It had to be something else, man. And I'm just being honest. I want, at the end of the day, I don't mind putting myself out there if it helps someone or whatever. I just don't. I don't care. Somebody doesn't like you. They weren't going to like you anyway. What does it matter? Maybe you can at least help someone along the way. There's no reason to be afraid. No reason, if you're not looking for help, that's not who I'm talking to. But there is some people that do. And I feel like through sports cards, we've been given a chance that we can do that. So anyway, not going to keep beating it down, today as far as the message. I just want it to be known that, hey, I'm not perfect. You probably aren't perfect either. It's all right. I believe that there's been a change in my life because I made a change, and maybe there can be one for you too. And you're not any different than me or most people out there in this world. I just feel like the ones who actually will try to find some peace and tranquility might be a better version of themselves than if they don't. That's all that this is. Like, all you're trying to do is be a better version of yourself, right? And nobody's perfect. People beat themselves up all the time over this dumb shit. It's like, hey, man, we all do dumb shit. We've all made mistakes. We all wish we could go back in time. So maybe put down the hatred for yourself or the anger or the disappointment that you did for your parent, whatever it is. Set that down, and what they would want is for you to work on yourself and find your way, man. That's it. May just be you need some exercise. May just be, hey, let's look on the bright side, fellas. Let's say your psychiatrist is hot and y'all end up getting married and having kids. You never know, man. Just give it a try. On the real, man, I'm hoping everybody out there is having a good day, having a happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine's Day, girl or gal, consider yourself lucky because you ain't got to spend no money, right? The rest of us, we lucky because we got a beautiful, significant other, right? Have a great day. Stay dragging. Yeah, for real. Anybody, the podcast thing, we've had some people call and ask. I was on one earlier. I want to start talking in the industry about our story. Honestly, I feel like my story's been written in the sports card industry, and there's other things I want to get into. So I think it's time to share that story. And of course, Grand Slam's going nowhere, none of that. I'm just saying, Rookie and Austin and Sleeve and Sherry and Brandon, they can handle a lot of this stuff. It is what it is. Holla at you, boy! Y'all have a good day.